send it.
Hey, this is JP, Tournament Director of the World 1v1 Kubb Championships, and I'm sitting here with the most recent winner, Adam Holtz, and I'm going to ask him some questions. He has no idea, he hasn't seen these questions. We've had a few beverages, and we just played in a tournament all day long, so you're going to get what you get today. So here we go. All right, first question. Who is Adam Holtz? What do you want to say?
I don't know. How pretentious do you want me to be?
I want tell it like your fan, like your who are you, and like what's your family, your job, your career, like that kind of stuff.
I have a wife and 2 kids, 8 and 5, boys 8, girls 5. I'm an accountant, so boring. At an engineering firm and a player. I've only been playing Kubb for like 5 or 6 years. Yeah.
All right, so a follow-up on that, 5 or 6 years. So how did you first get introduced to Kubb?
Well, I grew up in Eau Claire, so Kubb City, USA. Saw it here and there, and then just dove head deep into it for Eau Claire Kubb League. Recruited some friends, and then went from there. And then
All right, so you're an accountant now.
Yes.
What was your dream job in 8th grade?
An accountant, CPA for the Green Bay Packers. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so you won the biggest tournament in the United States for one player, right? The 1v1 World Championships. What is your practice regimen? How do you get better?
So to start out with, it was almost every day at lunch, about a half hour, because with my little kids, I don't have a lot of time after work, so it's a half hour every day on lunch break. Now it's more 3 days a week, half hour on the lunch break. It's a lot of drilling and then 8s.
So you don't focus much on the fours, or that's?
Well, I drill and I blast the 4s, and then I'll do 8s to finish up.
Do you have a favorite part of the game? What is your favorite part?
Like the actual game or just Kubb in general?
We'll start in general.
In general, I like the people, everybody, the camaraderie, everybody in the Kubb community is great. The game, I think I like the strategy. There's a lot more strategy involved than people think.
Sure. Okay, so if you were on a team and everybody was equal, right? So that's a tricky part,
Yeah,
right? Because
sure.
which position would you pick?
Well, for throwing, I would do last, the 8s. I like being under pressure.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And I do like being the driller.
Okay. Well, so you're one of those weird people that want to drill and then wait to the end.
Yep.
All right, so that's a unique position in the sport.
It is.
Right? Okay. All right. So what is your game day meal prep?
I don't know. That's a good question. Game day meal prep. A lot of beef sticks.
Beef sticks.
Beef sticks, yeah.
From a local meat market.
Yep.
Okay.
Jacobson's Meat Market
All right,
in Chippewa
yeah.
Falls. Yes.
Advertising right there. Yeah, shout out Jacobson.
But yeah,
World champ here, Jacobson's. Get on the board.
And it's more, snacking all day as opposed to meals.
Okay, all right. So what initially turned you on to the game? No, not what turns them on in general. Turn them on to the game.
Probably the friendliness of the players to a new player in the Eau Claire Kubb League, because I was brand new and they were all very receptive. Wanted you to see you get better and were very supportive.
All right. Other than have a super understanding wife, how were you able to transform your game from just casual league play to being the best in the world?
I think, doing the practice and then a lot of tournaments. I think and then winning that first one, so confidence, getting confidence. After that first one, then it all falls into place. But the tournaments, I think I get a lot more out of tournaments than practice.
What was your first tournament win?
We won the Orion tournament back in me and John Ellingson did. That was the first tournament win, but the first big tournament win was last year. When was that? Probably East Coast 2021 with Jesse Frank. That would have been my first big one.
Okay, awesome. All right. What are your thoughts on virtual Kubb? We've had some virtual Kubb leagues, especially when the pandemic came around. I don't remember if you played in any or not, but what's your thoughts?
I did play in the Keystone, won a couple seasons. I have mixed feelings on it. I feel like I get more out of practice I don't 100% trust the person on the other end, but I'm not a very trusting person either, so that could be me. But it's nice to get a little bit of the competitive side, but I feel like I get more. It did give me an excuse to go out in the yard and practice. So.
Random question here: fries or tots?
Tots.
Tots. Oh, okay. How often do you adjust your throw? Do you make adjustments to your throw, or you found something that works for you and you just stick with it?
In a tournament, I won't adjust at all. In practice, it'll be small tweaks. Like maybe it's more like where I'm standing as opposed to arm position. I think I have that down. It's more where I'm standing.
So you hold the baton the same way every single time?
Yep.
For your 4 and your 8s, the same hold?
No, 8s I hold it more flat and throw it. 4s I do more at an angle and throw it.
All right. So if you're looking for tips on how to get better at this game, right? That's a key right there. Like adjust your 4 and your 8s. It's not the same throw.
No, it's not.
It's not the same throw. What's the most interesting tournament or venue you've played at?
Go down the hole.
They're talking about that today. What's the most interesting? Well, we played on the baseball field in Beloit.
Yeah.
That was one of the more interesting ones. We played. Yeah, I played on all sorts of surfaces, so that was probably the most interesting.
All right. So think back when you first started. Who did you look up to in the Kubb world? Is there somebody?
Eric Anderson.
Eric Anderson.
Yeah.
And if you were to say that today, who would your answer adjust, or is it still Eric?
It's still Eric.
Still Eric.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Packers or Brewers?
Packers.
Interesting. What is your ultimate Kubb dream?
Well, it's probably twofold. Win nationals would be this year, and then next year we're going to Worlds. So that would be.
Okay, when you go to the World Championships.
Yep.
All right. It's an experience. Enjoy it.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the most tournaments you played in a year?
That would have been last year. I think it was probably around 18.
18 tournaments. And do you want to keep that number up, or is it just?
Is my wife listening? If I want to stay married, probably not. But my kids are getting older and in sports, so that number is going to have to go down.
I've already asked that one. Is Kubb a sport, or is it a game or activity?
It's a sport.
Yeah? And why do you say that it's a sport?
Well, I think because of the mental side of it, and then I get like 20,000 steps in for tournaments, so I think it's. And we're all beat after all day of tournaments. So
it's a long day. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's all my questions for this champion right here. We're going to post this online, and if you have questions, we'll make sure we get them, and you can ask this guy anything you want to know. Again, world champ 2022, Adam Holtz.
Thank you.